Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to, I think it's episode 5. Episode 5 of Thoughts on Walks. I got a haircut, as you can kind of see on the side. I also shaved my mustache because it was my dad's birthday last weekend, and he said the one thing that he wanted for his birthday is for me to shave my mustache. And if I could do that for him, I guess I could do that. That's totally fine. I was like, well, as long as I don't spend any money on you. I'm just kidding. But hope you're all doing well. Hope you all are enjoying your day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. I love doing these segments. I absolutely love doing Thoughts on Walks, and they are very, I don't know, it helps me like be more personable with you guys. And I really, really like that. So I hope, and I always, what I do is I always throughout the week, I think of a topic that I can talk about, that I feel prompted to share. And it's usually something pretty simple, nothing too, deep doctrine or anything like that, or, so I figured where I'm at today is pretty good. I'm in a pretty good headspace. It's pretty early right now, and I love walking early in the morning, which I really love. I'm actually at my old middle school. They've rebuilt it, of course, but I'm actually on the track right now of my old middle school where I was back in like 2006. So it's been a very long time. So it's crazy to go back and like rethink of, those years of like being in middle school and high school. And I actually wanted to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about the domino effect. Something I looked up a couple of days ago that I really felt prompted to share. And so what we'll do is, again, as usual, I found a video that I wanted to share. So what I'll do is I will play that video, and then I will just give my thoughts on that video. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode, episode 5 of Chandler and Burton Entertainment Thoughts on Walks, the Domino Effect. So in that video, I really like it. It's nice and short and sweet, to the point, where it talks about pretty much essentially where sometimes in life we do things and they seem very insignificant. Sometimes we go through life and we're not making any sort of impact on people. Like, for example, when I started walking again, I only started doing it for like 10, 15 minutes. But then I would see other people, do it for like an hour, 2 hours or whatever. And to me, I just felt really insignificant because I'm like, I want to be like them. And it's like, I want to be in good shape. I want to be able to do all the things that they do, but I'm not there yet. And it makes me want to give up sometimes. But then I have to realize, like, they've been doing this a lot longer than I have. They had the same journey I had. They had to start at one point. They had to put down the Taco Bell, and they just had to get on the track or wherever they wanted to go and just go for a walk. And that's just a very minor example of how a domino effect can impact our lives. And I chose to do this location here because where I'm at my old middle school, walking on the track, throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school, I didn't really do much with my life, especially like in high school. Elementary school, it was like, just a kid and, you know, hanging out and doing whatever. Middle school's kind of the same thing. I was like, I didn't really do anything to really impact people. But it's when I got to high school is when I realized, I was like, man, I am not going anywhere. I don't like to work. I don't like to do school. I don't like doing any of this stuff. And so for me, now that I'm older, I feel like I'm trying to make up for lost time. Now that I've gotten more mature and, you know. But you know what? I realized that that's okay. I realized sometimes my domino effect is going to take longer than others. Like, I have a lot of friends right now who are, you know, married, have kids, or have really good, like, jobs, and, you know, they put in the work. And I'm still trying to find, you know, what I want to do, you know, trying to find what career would be good enough for me. And so I urge you guys to understand in life, like, the little things that you do, they really do make a difference. Like, if you're kind to somebody else that's going through a hard time, they're going to remember those moments. They're going to remember the moments where you were nice to them, and they're going to want to pass that forward. And I do look at that like the domino effect, where you're the first domino and you tell somebody, hey, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing all right. And then they're going to be impacted by that. They're going to be like, wow, this guy reached out to me and said, how am I doing? I really need that today. And they'll hopefully pass it on to the next person. And they'll pass it on to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. And that's kind of like how dominoes work. Like, we start out insignificant, and then it just falls into place. And we could pass that message along to other people. I know for sure that we'd be in a better place right now. Obviously, we live in a world that's full of anger, hate, evil. But I do believe if we were all nicer to one another and just check in on one another, not judge other people for what they're doing, just because they're doing something and you're not, doesn't mean that they're better than you. And I truly believe that if we do that, we will make a difference in this hard world right now. I really do believe that. Sorry about that. When I was talking, the train went by, so I was like, it's gonna interrupt the video. But just finished up my walk. Did about 2 miles, which was feeling really good. I started out at like a mile, and now I'm working my way up to 2, so I was able to do 2 today. So I'm feeling really good about that. Again, kind of going back to the domino effect, where I started out small, and I was able to build myself up to be able to do 2 miles. And I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm like self-conceited or anything. If anything, I lack self-confidence, but the domino effect can be applied to anything in life, man. Like, it can be working out, it can be trying to treat other people nice, like starting out small, like at school, or again, YouTube, or anything like that at all. So again, I encourage you guys to understand that the little things that you do will make a huge difference. You know, I'm learning that myself, again, by walking, doing YouTube, school. Like, starting very small, you're gonna seem like you're not making much of an impact, but in reality you are. And for those struggling with depression and anxiety that tell yourself, like, you know, it's taking over, I don't feel like I can do anything, you know, I'm in that same boat, man. Like, it's hard for me to understand, like, am I really making a difference? Like, am I really trying to, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And your mind, it just plays games with you. It tells you, like, no, you're worthless, you suck, you're not any good, when in reality you are. In reality, no matter what you're doing in your life, as long as it's positive, you're gonna be making that difference. And I'm still trying to learn that myself. Honestly, these thoughts on walks help me a lot too, because I'm able to be honest with myself. The only time I'm really honest is when I write lyrics for songs that I write, or when I'm doing thoughts on walks. Those are the only times I'm ever really honest with, you know, myself. I try to be honest with everybody, but when I really want to be honest with myself, I have to write it out, or I have to go on a walk. Like, those are the only ways for me to really get out those true emotions that I am feeling. So just remember in life, sometimes life is like that small domino, and then it's not gonna seem like a big impact, but you are creating that domino effect for yourself and hopefully for other people to encourage them to live the best lives possible. All right, thanks for watching this episode of Thoughts on Walks. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like button. That does go a long way. We got my friend Jack. He's hiding himself in the car. We're actually going to take pictures for Thoughts on Walks, so my thumbnail's a little bit better. There's the man. He's a really good friend of mine. We've been friends since the karate days. When was that? What year? I don't even remember, dude.
2002?
2002. Something. All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all take care, and thanks for watching this episode. You guys are awesome.